Hey chili heads, about time to harvest these peppers. I've been putting it off way too long, and today's the day. Going to get as many as I can off these that are ripe. I've left them on long enough that they should be incredibly hot. I wish I could say I could do a taste test right now, but I'm not ready to put myself through that on a Sunday. It's just too much. It's too hot. It would make for a bad day. But I'm going to cut them up, dry them, and save them for powder. These are my Deathlah F1 clones. I've got 3 plants here today. They've been growing in Rain Science grow bags, the 2-gallon size, and I've been feeding them Urban Farms fertilizer, the vegetable fertilizer. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I really like this one. This was my favorite one. It's got some really great shape to it. Just gnarly looking pod, super hot. So I'm clipping these off because I don't want to knock off any of the other pods that I have growing. I've done that before. And this plant is just loaded with fresh new pods. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's starting to ripen. So it's got 4 new pods on it that I can see from here. What I've noticed that if my plant starts slowing down on production, that I cut back on the feeding and just give it water for a couple feedings. And here I'm watering. Look at these 4. They grew a little bit close together, wouldn't you say? Been feeding them I water or feed them every 2 days, sometimes every 3 days. This one's got a bunch. Today I fed them some Super Thrive, and look at that one. So just off that plant, I was able to get that many pods. So what's that, 11? It's not too bad for indoor super hot growing. All right, and then like I said, this one's got some fresh pods on it already. Oh, there's 5. I miscounted. It's got 5 new pods started on it. Set that to the side. And pull over plant number 2. This one also has some new pods. These are going to be moved outside very shortly. I'm going to start an indoor grow. That's going to be 4 auto pots. And I'm going to be growing the Starboard for my buddy Ragnar Andy. And I'm going to be growing the Castrophony and white hot peppers, Reaper Purple Peach, and my Deathlah Purple Peach, F3. So excited about that. I'm running out of room on my pig cutting board. That's a good thing. So this plant has got, looks like just 2 new pods growing on it that I can see. Oh, 3 new pods. And then here's my last one for harvest. And I really don't know why the other plant does so much better, but it had 11 ripe pods and 5 unripe pods. And it's probably, I'll be honest, that one sits on the far right. The fan that I run constantly sits on the far left on low, and it's probably blowing the pollen from these two plants to it, and that's my only thing I can assume. So I should probably start alternating fans on a daily basis, because I do have another fan identical over there. It's just I can't run both. It drops the humidity, and that's not something I want to do. I want it to stay around 50% humidity. So this is a very gnarly one right here. Oh yeah. Look at that bad boy. You know, this shape right here is what I seen a lot of the F2 purple peach had, this curled up shape of the blood red Deathlah. So cool. That's a really good sized pod too. Going to make some powder with these. I've been saving them all winter season long. I've been saving just Deathlah pods in this one Ziploc bag that I've dried out all by themselves. And those will be probably ground up, and I'm gonna send them out, maybe do a contest, and let people try the powder so they can see what it's like. This plant was I think this was a center plant, and it's got 1, 2, 3. It's only got 3 new pods in also. So plants are doing amazing. These are clones. If you haven't tried cloning, it's really a great way to carry on the F1 genetics of a cross. You're never gonna see that genetic again in anything that you grow afterwards. They're gonna continue to change with every generation. So that's kind of how today went, and you can see there. That's a nice little harvest. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128 ripen up right there. So plants are amazing. They're growing super strong. I've got some great stuff going on in here. And on the left, you'll see that these are all cayenne varieties and some fuzzy jalapenos. These are farmer's jalapenos, and they are fuzzy. And then, of course, you know, my super hot varieties. But good stuff. Spider Farmer has been amazing, and their lights are what make all the difference. I've got the SF1000 and the SF2000, and you know, couldn't be happier. Get all kinds of great side growth. These plants were finned, not topped. The stem on this one's doing really great. I mean, they all are. They're all just amazing plants. And got some other great news to share next week. So, appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I harvest peppers. And yeah, I'd put bacon on that.